June 6th, 1944. 6:30 a.m. Thousands of young Americans leap from landing craft into the cold, freezing waters of Normandy. Many drown before even touching the sand. Those who reach the beach, they face hell. German machine gun fire, raining down from concrete bunkers atop the cliffs. This is Omaha Beach, and in the next 24 hours the fate of the entire world will be decided here. This is the story of D-Day, the longest day of World War II. Let's rewind. 12 hours. June 5th, 1944. Evening. In southern England, 156,000 troops from America, Britain, and Canada prepare for the largest military operation in human history. Operation Overlord. General Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander, faces the hardest decision of his life. Weather, bad, waves, high. Some of his generals advise postponement. But Eisenhower knows, if they delay, momentum is lost. The element of surprise, gone. And the Nazis? They get more time to strengthen their defenses. At 9:45 p.m., he makes the call. Okay, let's go. Before sleeping that night, he writes a letter. A letter to be opened only if the mission fails. It reads, "Our landings have failed, and I have withdrawn the troops. If any blame or fault attaches to the attempt, it is mine alone." Eisenhower is ready to bear all consequences of failure, but failure is not an option. Midnight. The operation begins, not from the sea, but from the sky. 13,000 American paratroopers from the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions jump behind enemy lines. Their mission: secure bridges, key roads, prevent German reinforcements from ever reaching the beaches. But everything goes wrong. Pilots, nervous from intense anti-aircraft fire, drop them in the wrong locations. Paratroopers scatter across a 100-square-mile area. Many land in swamps and drown under the weight of 60 pounds of equipment. Others shot in midair. Private John Steele of the 505th Regiment lands with his parachute caught on the church steeple of Sainte Mère Église. He can only hang there, pretending to be dead while the battle rages below him. But amid all this chaos, something extraordinary happens. Lost soldiers begin finding each other, using metal clickers, simple devices that make a click-click sound as an identification code. Small groups form, and though nothing, absolutely nothing goes according to plan, of course, they start achieving their objectives. This chaos, it actually works in their favor. Germans are confused, unsure how many enemies there are and where they're coming from. Slower. 6:30 a.m. Sunrise. 5,000 ships, the largest armada in human history, sit 12 miles off the coast of Normandy. Inside landing craft, thousands of American soldiers shiver, not just from fear, but from cold and violent seasickness after hours on rough seas. There are 5 target beaches: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, Sword. But Omaha is the worst. The plan: bombard the beach with naval artillery and aerial bombs. Destroy German defenses before troops land. But the bombardment misses. Almost all bombs fall too far inland. German bunkers remain intact. And inside those bunkers, the German 352nd Infantry Division, veteran troops, unknown to American intelligence. The landing craft ramp drops. The first men out immediately hit. Many jump into water, too deep. 60 pounds of equipment, dragging them under. The water turns red. Medic Robert Wright later recalls, "I saw men with their legs blown off, arms gone, faces burnt beyond recognition. The water was under the top water was red a day. Head stays. We braineth be blood." Of 32 amphibious tanks meant to bus meant to support the assault, 27 sinks before even reaching shore. By 8:30 a.m., situation is desperate. Or General Omar Bradley, on the command ship, considers evacuating Omaha entirely and redirecting all forces to Utah Beach. Omaha Beach is on the verge of total failure. But on the beach, something changes. Not because of planning, not because of orders from above, but because of individual courage. Brigadier General Norman Cota, age 51, walks the beach under a hail of bullets. He shouts, "Two kinds of people are staying on this beach, those who are already dead and those who are gonna die. Now let's get the hell out of here." Colonel George Taylor yells what becomes a legendary line. "There are only two kinds of people on this beach, the dead and those about to die. So let's get off this beach." One by one, soldiers begin to move. Small groups rush to the seawall. Combat engineers crawl forward, blowing barbed wire and mines. Rangers climb the cliffs with ropes and ladders under constant fire. Inch by inch, they ascend. By 11 a.m., the first gap in German defenses opens. By 1 p.m., more troops push up the bluffs. Sergeant Frank Draper breaches the first German bunker. Combat engineers block bunker apertures with tank wrecks. Infantry attacks from the flanks. The Germans begin to withdraw. 6 p.m., 12 hours after the assault began, Omaha Beach is finally secure. 34,000 American soldiers have landed, but at a terrible cost. 2,400 casualties at Omaha alone, killed, wounded, or missing. At Utah Beach, the situation is far better. Brigadier General Theodore Roosevelt Jr., son of President Teddy Roosevelt, age 56, becomes the oldest general to join the first assault wave. When landing 2 kilometers off target, he says, "We'll start the war from right here." Utah suffers only 197 casualties. At the British and Canadian beaches, Gold, Juno, Sword, assaults also succeed, with casualties lower than Omaha. Total, across all 5 beaches, 156,000 troops land on the first day. 10,000 casualties, a tragic number, yes, but far lower than worst-case predictions of a 50% casualty rate. That night, on the now quiet beaches of Normandy, thousands of medics work tirelessly by lantern light. At sea, ships continue, bringing reinforcements, and in command bunkers, the generals know they had done it. Hitler's impregnable Atlantic Wall has been breached. A foothold in Europe has been secured.